Gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Philly.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Lawrence will throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. Touchdown, Eagles! Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Dillon a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Powers through him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right.
Oh.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
I think that fool's going to run.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 2. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, off and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
clearance on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kene Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times.
Keep blitzing me, nigga.
I think we can at least put this one in our
That's what I want.
That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next gen
That's big
stats.
country.
Point
Let
after
me introduce you to him.
and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got
Oh, my God. Whoa.
into the end zone for a Cowboy
Right there.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence got a man, Slayton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I don't don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Come on, baby.
Because as soon as he got outside the
You got to make that, Jefferson.
Run for yardage.
Wide
What
open.
often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I'm to be fucked with as long as if my defense can come together.
Here in this first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice roaring box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Man, this shit is crazy.
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Always count on the interception at this.
And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked out it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
I didn't even want to run that fucking play. That was some bullshit. I almost messed up.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's Lawrence. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them. Because
come on, baby.
No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play
Kick the
successful.
field goal.
That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Come on, big baby. You got to make that stop.
Scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for it all.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Where you at, baby?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
Yeah, it
Most
is.
of the damage
I like
has
your
been done
head.
through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns.
You like
Guess
it?
what? That game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
Here.
That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, she wants to play.
He'll find Metcalf. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They come out here in the 3rd quarter, possess the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up
What
the
you
first
doing
and
up
goal.
so early?
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time. I thought they were going to get to it, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
What you doing, baby?
Yeah.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Gotta go? No.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
I'm trying to say it's green tomato, but it's been the same thing. It's turning red.
After the touchdown, Bass
Make
to
sure you
kick
eat
it
your
away.
food even if you don't like it, okay? Okay. So that's all you got. Did you,
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Okay. You can get that. You got money, don't you? Yeah, that's fine. It's not. I meant to give you my card, but you didn't do it. I mean, you know, your card, your credit card.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been
Look
the
at
guy
your
to
little
deliver.
hat.
As this season
Hey,
is going
baby.
on, he's been
You having fun? What time you go to
consistent
sleep last
and
night?
spectacular.
Late?
Oh,
12:20.
no. The tacos from Taco
So the
Bell.
big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the
Yeah,
point of
but you
attack.
use that Vaseline. I
They
told you
won
that
their
ain't gonna
battles
work.
at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
You need your own. You have different skin. I want you to know you unique.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Gary, you got to talk. And shake that mask off.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's the drink here.
First down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run, got 7 on first, 2 second and 3.
Oh, no. No. No, no, no.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We should talk about how. Yeah, we should. We got a group for Chris computer. I got a group for this. Yeah. What?
Only way to get
They got a Ruth Chris in there.
Touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, love you, baby.
Later.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is
Man, that is some bullshit. That's the only play you got. Kill me with it, though. I ain't mad.
75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth
That's
quarter.
a shame.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
Come on,
That's the kind
man.
of
You
play
got
would have made as a rookie.
man, that shit right there, that bail you out.
Of your college days, a lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just
Nigga ain't gotta play. I understand certain people now. You gotta do it.
reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away.
That's a good play. I ain't
This
gonna
one
front.
fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole better view than when you're trying to figure out how to
Damn, I didn't see him over there. Oh, that was my mistake.
Both teams working on short
I did
routes, but
not
this
see
is
that
one of the
fool
better
over there.
Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
A first down run with Jacobs.
Whoa!
Maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
In the man.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On second down, Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And he's able to break out.
Oh! I am stupid! Oh, that was supposed to be a pass! No! Ah, this is why I quit. Oh! Oh my God! I am terrible. I'm telling you, most niggas can't beat me. I just every game beat my goddamn self.
Races, they moved to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a
This
few
is
extra
terrible.
days
This
here
is
before they face the
this is
Giants
my
next
mad
week.
career this year.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a
My
loss that sets them back in the
I
playoff
played
push as they fall
flawless.
to 6-5. And they'll get a home date next week.